Stay tuned, because what happened the next morning changed everyone's perception in a way no one could ever imagine. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more heartwarming true kindness tales. Have you seen the new guy on the floor? A single dad. Nursing. Ha! Whispered a cluster of nurses as I walked past the hospital corridor. I clenched my fists, ignoring the snickers, and reminded myself I had bigger things to focus on. My son, my patients, my responsibilities. Hi, I'm Ryan, a single father and a former Navy SEAL. After years of combat missions and hearing helicopters roar over enemy territory, I never imagined my toughest challenge would be changing diapers while managing IVs in a hospital. My reputation as a Navy veteran was known in a few circles, but here, I was just another nurse trying to prove I belonged. My first day started with spilled meds, wrong charts, and impatient glances. I could feel the judgment in every eye. He's probably only here because he can't find real work, muttered one nurse behind my back. My son, Ethan, age 5, didn't care about any of that. He only wanted his dad home in time to read him a bedtime story. I forced a smile and reminded myself that my discipline from the SEALs wasn't just about combat. It was about endurance, patience, and focus, all of which I would need in abundance. The head nurse, Janet, pulled me aside. Ryan, don't mind the whispers. They're insecure. Stick to your work, and you'll prove yourself, she said. I nodded, grateful for the support, but inside, I wondered how long I could endure the humiliation. The first patient I attended to was an elderly man who couldn't move without assistance. As I helped him to the bathroom, one nurse sneered, "Wow, you actually know what you're doing." I gritted my teeth but didn't respond. That night, while rocking Ethan to sleep, I whispered, "Daddy's not perfect, buddy. But we're going to survive this together." And survive I did. But little did the staff know that the man they mocked as a fumbling, inexperienced nurse had once faced life or death missions where hesitation meant death. The following morning, the hospital was buzzing. A critical trauma case arrived. An accident victim with severe internal injuries. Everyone panicked, unsure of what to do. I rolled up my sleeves, feeling a surge of calm focus only years of SEAL training could give. I took control, directing nurses, checking vitals, and instructing the attending doctor. "Ryan, how did you know to do that?" whispered one of the same nurses who had mocked me just yesterday. I gave a small, tight-lipped smile and kept working. The patient's vitals stabilized thanks to quick interventions and precise monitoring. My confidence grew, but deep inside, I felt a twinge of sadness. Would they ever respect me for who I truly am, beyond my uniform? Then came a frantic phone call from outside. The hospital gates rattled with the sudden roar of a helicopter. A Navy officer stormed in, eyes scanning the corridors urgently. "Where's Ryan Matthews? Navy SEAL, deployed in combat operations." The mockers froze. I was called to the entrance. Standing there in my scrubs, I realized that my secret identity as a combat veteran was about to be revealed. The officer handed me an encrypted folder. "We need your expertise for a critical mission. Lives are at stake. You're the only one qualified," he said. I looked at my son sleeping peacefully at home in a photo I kept in my wallet, my heart twisting. "Duty calls," I murmured. The nurses who had mocked me stared wide-eyed. Suddenly, the quiet admiration replaced ridicule. One whispered, "We had no idea." Another said softly, "He's a hero." It was a moment of reckoning. They had judged me without knowing my past, my sacrifices, or my struggles. I smiled faintly, knowing actions always speak louder than words. Viewer engagement moment. If this story is inspiring you, hit the like button and subscribe now. You won't want to miss the jaw-dropping ending. The Navy mission was urgent but brief. A nearby hostage situation required precision and stealth. My team counted on me to coordinate with medical support and extract the hostages safely. My mind flashed back to the hospital, to Ethan, and to the nurses who now watched me with newfound respect. Mission complete. Lives saved. As the helicopter lifted off, I realized something important. Respect is earned, often quietly, through actions, not words. I returned to the hospital, greeted by an unexpected silence that soon turned into applause. "Ryan, we were wrong," Janet said, tears in her eyes. "We judged you without knowing you. You're amazing." The other nurses nodded, some even ashamed of their previous behavior. For the first time in weeks, I felt truly seen, not as a single dad struggling with a new career, but as a man who had faced unimaginable danger and now devoted himself to healing others. Ethan ran into my arms after school that day, hugging me tight. "Daddy, you're my hero," he said. And in that moment, I realized that heroes aren't only in combat, they're in hospitals, homes, and every act of kindness that changes someone's life. The staff learned a valuable lesson too. They began treating me, and all patients, with a newfound empathy and respect. I didn't hold grudges. I just continued my work with humility, letting actions do the talking. Sometimes life throws judgment and mockery your way, but the right moment will reveal your true worth. And when it does, even the loudest skeptics are silenced. Final call to action: if this story moved you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more inspiring true kindness tales that prove courage and compassion go hand in hand.